Well, here we go. Today I want to talk about Bury and Bolton, who face expulsion from League One tonight. The deadline was at 5 p.m. It's gone past and still nobody owns Bury and Bolton. Nobody can save Bury and Bolton. It is absolutely ridiculous how the situation can take effect that these two wonderful clubs like Bury and Bolton, Bury and Bolton, 6 miles apart, absolutely fantastic football clubs, fantastic football fans. Bolton were in the Premier League only so many years ago, 2012. One of the 12 founders of the Football League. I think they were the first team to score a goal in the league. It's ridiculous what's happened to Bury and Bolton Football Club. Bury Football Club was taken over by Steve Dale for £1. He bought it for £1, and we all know he only bought it because he wanted to make a profit. And he lost loads of businesses in the past, that went bankrupt and didn't do well. So why is the EFL letting people like Steve Dale take over at Bury Football Club? What is going on with the due diligence? It's beyond me. It's pathetic. It's absolutely ridiculous. The fans are great. They've been at the club today. They've been cleaning the club, cleaning the seats, helping out. The fans want this club to survive. I want this football club to survive. We need the Burys and Boltons in the football club. We don't need any clubs at all going in expulsion. The winding up orders need to be put to one side, need to find some way. There's 4 or 5 people still wanting to buy Bury Football Club. Steve Dale had a buyer all lined up a few days ago. Because there wasn't enough money for him. When he bought a fucker for £1, it wasn't enough money for him. He turned it down. The risk of all those fans. How can he sleep at night? CNN Sport and Risk came in to buy Bury Football Club, but at the last minute, it's all fell to bits. But like I said, why can't this club be put on pause? Just pause the club. The fans can look after the club until the EFL finds somebody who wants to buy Bury Football Club. There's got to be a fan out there who loves Bury Football Club, who has millions in the bank, who could save Bury Football Club. The fans together somehow could save Bury Football Club. I know what it is, right? I put the Euro millions on tonight. It's 100 million on the Euros tonight. It's a wild stab in the dark. But if these numbers come out, I will personally buy Bury Football Club and save their existence. Even though I'm a Sunderland fan and we could have been in the same plight, people are saying Sunderland Football Club could have been in administration under the reign of Ellis Short. But could we? He's a billionaire. Steve Dale bought Bury Football Club for £1. He hasn't got the money Ellis Short has. I don't think we were ever in any doubt existence of Sunderland Football Club. We had Ellis Short. He's a billionaire. And he did absolutely amazing to wipe the slate clean to let Stuart Donald come in and purchase the club for 5 to 10 million. That's, Ellis Short. That's the difference between Ellis Short. He spent a load of money on Sunderland Football Club. He backed the wrong people. It's one of those things, it's like everything, it's like a black cat ran in front of him. Everything went against Ellis Short. He backed all of the wrong people, made all of the wrong decisions. Lost a load of money, 100 million in debt. We could have been absolutely screwed if he'd walked away. But he said, no, I'm the man I am. And I respect Ellis Short for that. He wiped the slate clean of 100 million and let someone else walk into this club to help keep it afloat, help survive it, help get it the way it is now on a good financial footing. Stuart Donald, Charlie Methven, absolutely amazing people to do what they've done. I know they want to make money, and I have no problem with them wanting to make money in the football club. And I hope they walk away doubling, tripling, quadrupling the investment they put in. They deserve it because they backed Sunderland when other people didn't. And Ellis Short cleaned the slate of 100 million so they could do that. So respect to Ellis Short. He backed the wrong people, that was it. But unfortunately, Bury are in a situation where there could be expulsion. Bury and Bolton, expulsion from the league. The deadline has passed. They are 6 miles apart, these two wonderful clubs. The deadline has gone. The EFL deadline is over. Tuesday at 5 p.m. But they deserve better. They deserve the EFL to keep these two clubs afloat. Never mind the deadlines. Got to find some resolution. Bury has a chance. There's 4 or 5 people up there who want to buy Bury Football Club. But Steve Dale turned down somebody before because he wanted more money because he's a horrible, greedy man. And he should never have been allowed in charge of Bury Football Club from the beginning. Like I said, they've got fantastic, absolutely fantastic, fans, brilliant fans of Bury Football Club. I remember my day, I went in the pub, the Jug, down Durham, and I watched Sunderland beat Bury. It was a 5-1 when Kevin Phillips scored. That's my memory of Bury Football Club. But seeing these fans today, all clubbing together, cleaning the stadium, absolutely wonderful. And I hope they survive. I really do. I hope they survive. We can't have clubs like Bury and Bolton going to extinction. There's going to be some way of saving these two clubs. We move on to Bolton now. I mean, let's think about Bolton, right? Bolton were relegated from the Premier League in 2012. This is a slippery slope. Before that, Sam Allardyce was there. Absolutely legend manager. Fantastic footballer. They were in European football. Absolutely brilliant. 4 years later, their football existence was threatened before former striker Dean Holsworth saved the club. And then Ken Anderson, the start of the downfall, took over from Holsworth, whose company Sports Shield was wound up. Dean Holsworth, his heart was in the right place, but his business was fucked. So Wanderers ended in administration when they were relegated from the Championship last season. And then before that, Football Ventures agreed to take over. It fell apart. For me, Ken Anderson is to blame. Again, somebody else shouldn't have been allowed to take over from a club, to buy a club. It's ridiculous. And then what's going on with this Bassini? What's his fucking name? Lawrence Bassini, what a joke. He came on to Sky Sports with all this paperwork. I seen that day, and he was like, yes, well, I want to take over from Bolton Football Club. I want to buy the club from Ken Anderson. I can save the club. I have 30 million in the bank. What a load of fucking bullshit. You have 30 million in the bank, but you don't provide proof to the EFL you have the money in the bank. What's all that about? What sort of fucking bloke goes on Sky Sports, fucking live on Sky Sports, saying that I've got fucking 30 million in the bank and he can't provide funds? He can't provide proof of funds? What kind of bloke's that? What a complete fucking dickhead. It's ridiculous. All you gotta do is show a bank statement, for fuck's sake, man. You haven't got 30 million in the bank and you couldn't give a toss, otherwise you would have fucking done it. It's fucking ridiculous. It blows my piss, these people who piss about like this. It's fucking absolutely ridiculous. And I'm sorry if I'm swearing, but I'm a fucking annoyed. People, if I had 30 million in the bank and I wanted to buy Sunderland Football Club, I went on Sky Sports, I got 30 million in the bank, what kind of face have you got? You go on there, you provide the funds to EFL and you show me your statements. I got 30 million, I want to pay these players. Phil Parkinson for Bolton is an absolute legend. He stayed there, hasn't been paid for donkey's years. He's resigned. I know, at the end of the day, he's got a family to provide for and he can't stay there forever. But the likes of Lawrence Bassini, man, what an absolute clown. Ken Anderson, absolute clown. It's a joke how Bolton Wanderers is going into administration, going into, expulsion from the Football League, 14-day winding up order. Founders of the Football League, there's got to be some help out there from somewhere. This should be put on pause. Both of these clubs, future should be paused. The club should be allowed to be remained open. The owe money to people, that should be put on pause too. For Bury and Bolton, they will find someone to back these clubs 100%. You just don't give them deadlines, don't give them, restrictions. pause them, relegate them at worst from League One to the Conference. Promote 2 extra clubs from League 2 to League 1. Promote 2 extra clubs from the Conference to League 2 and put these 2 clubs like Bolton and Bury into the Conference and save them. Give them 6 months to the end of the season or whenever it is and save these clubs. You've got to save Bury and Bolton. Otherwise, it's the start of the decline for other clubs too. We've got to find a way to save these clubs. In 6 months, I'm confident these 2 clubs can find good owners for these absolutely fantastic football fans. It boils my piss and I don't even fucking support them. I know how football fans are passionate. And I like Sunderland Football Club to win every single match. But I don't want the clubs we beat to go in administration, to go in expulsion from the league. We have to keep these clubs alive. And like I said before, poor Phil Parkinson, absolute legend of Bolton, had to resign. Playing kids for Bolton who don't get paid any wages. It's good experience for them. But like I said before, if this came up, if there's a God out there in this world, make these numbers come up tonight. 100 million on the Euros, 100 fucking million, and I will keep these clubs afloat. All I need is £1 million, you know, that's it. I retire for life. The other 99 million I don't need. I'd buy Bury, I'd buy Bolton, both of them together. I'd keep them afloat, and I'd find them owners who love these clubs with passion, with their fucking heart. I wish Bury and Bolton all the best. I hope you survive. I really do.